Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy and Haley vlogs. So today, I know I look ratchet, I look disgusting, but before I get into the video, I want to say that this mask right here is the best mask you could ever use on your face. It smells amazing. Hold on, let me go show you what it looks like real quick. It is this mask right here. It is a Freeman mask. The masks are delighted. It is an anti-stress mask with Dead Sea minerals, and it is a clay mask. And it is for all skin types. So it does not matter if you have oily skin. It does not matter if you have dry skin. It does not matter if you have combination skin. This will work for you. Okay, so this is not a sponsored video, obviously, because I have 5 subscribers, but it literally smells amazing. It says it smells like lavender and whatever this one is, but it smells so good. That was so weird, but it only takes 10 minutes to work, but that's all I gotta say. Okay, so now on to the video. It is going to be a story time, so let's get on with the video.
I have these lucid dreams where I get more, 'cause I'm lost in the way you.
Okay, so this video might be a long one. I really don't know. But before I get started with it, I just want to say I am not making this video for people to feel sorry for me. I am not trying to get pity from people. I just want it out. Like, I want like the pain to be relieved. Like, I want to feel relieved after like letting it out, you know? Okay. So last year when I was a freshman, my brothers are screaming downstairs for whatever reason, but when I was a freshman last year, I had this boyfriend, and we're not gonna say names, so I'm just gonna call him Max. So me and Max were dating, and it was like February 27th, I think it was. It was like February something, and we were dating for at least 2 months at that time. Okay, so at that day I was home alone with my siblings, babysitting them because my parents were at work. And he was out with his best friend, and we're gonna call him Billy. So he was with Billy, and they were going to the mall because Billy and his girlfriend broke up that day. And like, I was getting mad at him. Like, I did not want him to go. I didn't want him to go to the mall without me because like I didn't want him to cheat on me. And we just started getting into an argument, and so I broke up with him. And then I went on Snapchat and I looked at his story, and it says, "We're finally single. Hit us up." I did not know how to feel at that moment. Like, it was like so mind-boggling that he would say something like that. I don't know. He was a terrible person, but we'll get into that. Anyways, so I slid up and I said that I was gonna kill myself. Like, I did not want to live here anymore. Like, I just wanted to die. So he blocked me because he didn't think I was gonna do anything. And so I texted his other friend, and we're gonna call him Joel. So I texted Joel and I told him what was going on, and I told him I was gonna overdose and kill myself because I didn't want to live anymore, because Alex did not care about me, and he never cared about me, and I was just going on and on. Okay, so Finally, he tells me that I need to calm down and I need to clear my mind, and if I needed to call him, I could. And I was like, okay, you're right. So I laid on my parents' bed and I pushed my computer on the floor and all my schoolwork, because this was during when my teachers were having a strike, like they were having a work strike, whatever. And I push all my school stuff on the floor and I start laying on the bed crying, like tears, like bad tears, like ugly crying, like full on, like you thought a whale was in the room, like crying. But so I finally get up and I realize that crying over this boy isn't gonna make me feel any better, like it's gonna make me feel worse. So I take the ibuprofen that I had in my backpack. I take it out. It's a full bottle. I take it out. I go get a drink from the kitchen, water. I go get a cup of water. And I start downing these pills handful by handful by handful. And I was starting to get a little dizzy afterwards. Like I was feeling sick. Like I thought I was going to throw up. So I go downstairs and I start hugging my brothers that are down there. And I tell them that if they hear a thump upstairs, it's just me and not to worry. So I go into the bathroom downstairs and I look in the mirror and I just stare at myself, and I'm dizzy, like I cannot think clearly, like my mind is somewhere else, and like I don't know. So I look in the mirror and I take a piece of glass that is in there and I start cutting my wrist like this way. Not like the attention cuts, like the I wanna die cuts. So like I start doing that, and like I only did it on this one, like this arm. But I did that like 3 times. And then I take a wire off the kitchen, or not the kitchen, the bathroom sink. I wrap it around my neck and I start to pull it. And I think I blacked out for like a second, or like 0.1 second. Like it wasn't like serious. So I like stopped. And I went into the laundry room. This is probably the stupidest thing I could have ever done. I go into the laundry room. I grab a Tide Pod. I go back into the bathroom. I cut it open and start to swallow the detergent. Okay, so I go back upstairs. I hug my 2 little sisters that are up there. I go back into my parents' room. I find more pills laying there on their nightstands. Ew, why's my jacket wet? And I take handfuls of every bottle of pills I find. And then I took a lot of sleeping medicine, like Advil PM, like all those medicines. And I lay on the bed and I feel tired, so I took a nap. And then I woke up and I looked at my phone and I saw that I had thousands of text messages from my best friend and Max and just FaceTime calls and text messages and everything of them trying to get a hold of me. So I put my phone down and I tell myself that I'm going to answer the FaceTime calls and the messages when I wake back up. I went back to sleep. I don't know what happened after I went to sleep, but I know that I woke up in a hospital bed with doctors around me and IVs all on me, and my family standing outside of the door. And I don't know what's going on, but like my mind is like so tired from all that medicine I took. I go back to sleep. And I wake up again and I am outside on a stretcher, I think it's called, and my mom, my stepmom, my dad, and my aunt are all standing outside, like crying. And I'm just like staring at them like with the blankest look on my face because I have no idea what's going on. And they put me in a helicopter. and I go back to sleep. And I wake up in the air, throwing up all over myself. And then you're not going to believe what happened after that. I went back to sleep. So I wake up again and I'm in a hospital room, and my aunt is sitting in beside me on the in the chair beside my bed. And I don't know who else is in the room because I cannot see, my vision is so blurry. And she's talking to me and I can't really make out what she's saying, but I try to talk back to her and my words are all slurring together. I cannot make a clear sentence because of all the medicine that I took. And I started to throw up. I threw up a lot that day. I also slept a lot that day. So the next day, I feel a lot better. This is probably, it's definitely February 28th or 29th. I don't really know. But I wake up the next morning and my family's in there. And I start making clear conversations with them, and I start crying because I didn't know what I did. My stepmom asks me if it was an attempt, and I tell her no, which it clearly was. But she knows it was, but I told her it wasn't. I also told them that it wasn't over a boy, but then I told them what happened that day and all the messages and stuff. I wasn't allowed to have my phone in the hospital, so I didn't have it for I got out of the hospital March 1st. Because it was March 1st. So the day I get out of the hospital, I'm in Morgantown Hospital, in West Virginia, and they take me in an ambulance to a Hillcrest Center, a behavioral center. I don't know how to explain it, but it was to help me physically get better and be in the right state of mind. And I was in there for about a week. It was terrible. I cried most nights that I was in there because I did not want to be in there. I wanted to be with my mom, I wanted to be with my dad, I wanted to be with my family. Keeping in mind, I have not seen my sisters or my brothers since the 27th to March 7th. I have not seen them in that time period because they weren't allowed at the hospital and I couldn't see them at the place I was in. But the place I was in wasn't that bad. At night I would cry because it was so terrible. But anyways, I go home from being in that place, and the strike is over, but I don't go back to school for 3 days. And then I go back to school, and me and Alex got back together, and he's crying, and I almost just said actually, I'll just say her name. Laura, my best friend, is bawling her eyes out. She was so scared that I was gonna die. Everybody was so upset that I was gonna die, and I physically did. I literally died, but my stepmom and my dad got me there on so timely to a hospital that they could save me and bring me back to life. So yeah, that is my little I tried to kill myself story, over the time I overdosed story. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will answer them honestly. I will answer any questions you have. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Comment any questions, like I said, down below. Subscribe. and hopefully Ivy will post a video soon because she has not posted in so long. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.